Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Athletics and Wellness Center, the campus of Earlham College, as we're set to bring you women's college basketball on this Saturday afternoon. The Earlham Quakers coming into this one on the season at 6-11 after their most recent win over Bluffton. They're now 4-6 in the HCAC. The Anderson Ravens coming in at 9-9 on the year, 5-6 in conference play. Troy Darengowski along with Gerard O'Byrne. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Well, you know, we talk about this about every week. Another big game as we get later in the season, they become bigger. But today, both these teams again fighting for a possible playoff spot. So this is a huge matchup here this afternoon.
Well, once we talked about on Wednesday about how these three games is a crucial stretch for the Quakers. They took care of game one against Bluffton. You have Anderson at home today. Then you have Manchester, who's 0-10 in the conference on Monday. Today is crucial because both teams are in the top six. Anderson's fifth, Earlham is sixth. But you look at the seventh and eighth spots, Bluffton and Defiance are both 4-7. So if Earlham were to lose this game, easily can drop from the sixth spot to the ninth spot in the conference. So this is honestly a must-win situation to keep them in the top six in the standings today.
Boy, how about that? You go from perhaps playoff spot all the way to number 9. Mm-hmm. That is huge. Last time these two teams got together back on December 1st, and I venture to say things have changed for both teams. The Quakers won that contest 77-69. Earlham trailed the entire first half. At halftime, they were down by 4, but then they outscored the Ravens 49-36 in the second half. Earlham ended up shooting 60% in that second half alone. Cameron White had 18, Spears 16, Bowling 14, and Curtis 12, so they had good balance scoring in that contest. Lexi Bellinger led the way for Anderson with 19, and Peyton Moore had 9 rebounds. We'll talk more about those two players a lot, I'm sure, here today. And the funny thing about that game was they, as a team, the Ravens shot 52%. They just couldn't stop the Quakers in the second half.
And I think Anderson will come out knowing that they let one get away from them. Anderson's going to come out attacking, kind of like the same way we saw when Earlham beat them previously a few weeks ago. But if I'm Earlham, come out with that same mentality, because when was the last time at home we seen them shoot 60+%?
Yeah, I don't think so.
We have, yeah.
By the way, one of the key to that ball game was that the Ravens turned the ball over 27 times. I would
That's
venture
a recipe
to say,
for disaster.
Yeah, exactly. One of the note of that game, we're going to see the Ravens. They're a bigger basketball team than the Quakers today. They had 42 points in the paint, so they're going to look to attack inside once again. All right, when we come back, we will bring you more of our pregame show brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear. And I should mention also today is a special day, as in fact throughout the entire conference they're benefiting Melissa Johnson and her family. Of course, she's battled numerous health issues over the years, and most of us all know about that. I think we might see her here today. I think that was kind of the word. That would be great, but the entire conference taking part in that benefit here this afternoon. Stay right there. We'll come back as we continue with the pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
We are back once again here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. Moments away from the tip-off here this afternoon. Gerard, let's go through the starting lineups for today's matchup.
So we're going to start with the Anderson University Ravens, a 5'5 freshman out of Bernine, Indiana, number 0, Lexi Dellinger. A 5'8 junior out of New Palestine, Indiana, number 23, Carly Hackler. A 6-foot freshman out of Spiceland, Indiana, number 24, Peyton Moore. A 6-foot junior out of Delphi, Indiana, number 32, Tatum Minor. And a 6'2 sophomore from Fairmount, Indiana, number 34, Hannah Hawkins. And your starting five for the Earlham Quakers, a 5'6 junior out of Louisville, Kentucky, number 10, Cameron White. A 5'5 sophomore out of Osgood, Indiana, number 12, Kayla Bowling. A 5'8 senior out of Centerville, Indiana, number 21, Michaela McFarland. A 5'5 sophomore out of Sacramento, California, number 30, Acacia Tannett. And a 5'10 junior out of Newcastle, Indiana, number 43, Zoe Curtis.
By the way, you mentioned Dellinger. She averages 15.2 points per game, Moore at 14.5. And, of course, Moore will be a force inside the 6-footer. Just a freshman. She played her high school basketball at Tri-High School for the Titans, so fans around this area know plenty about her. And, of course, Hawkins averaging 10.2 points per game. They're averaging around 66 points per game, so the Ravens can definitely score, but they're also giving up 68 points per game as well. Ravens will be in their all-black uniforms, trimmed in orange here today. Of course, the Quakers in their orange shirts. Again, the benefit for Melissa Johnson here this afternoon. They'll be in their home whites looking to pick up another huge win here this afternoon. After this one, and we'll be heading to men's action as the Ravens here against the Quakers. That is around a 3:15 start time here this afternoon, and that'll be the first day that you will be going solo, all on your own. Don't feel any pressure, do you?
None at all.
I didn't think so. Well, let's talk about the keys to this one here this afternoon. You have, again, a team that I think is going to attack inside. The Ravens will try to use their size. You have quickness on the other side, so which is going to give to which here today?
I think it all depends on how Earlham can use their full-court press, like you said, the speed to their advantage, and how well they can stop the ball from getting inside to Hawkins, who has a major height advantage over Zoe. So it all depends on the defense and the press of the Earlham Quakers.
All right, here we go. The first of two here this afternoon, and right now none bigger than this one between the Ravens and the Quakers. It'll be Raven basketball. Great to have you with us as we get this one underway. Dellinger out of South Adams High School running the point, and already a whistle away from the basketball. Let's see if that's going to be Cameron White, who picks up the first foul of the ball game. That'll be the first team foul again in women's college basketball. It is every 5 per quarter that will get you into the double bonus. Quakers man-to-man defense. They will never run a zone as that shot inside way short. It'll be Earlham basketballs. The Ravens tried to attack down low in their first possession, which we thought they would do. Here's Bowling off the high screen. 14-foot shot on the way. Got the roll, and Earlham on top of this one, 2-0.
I think they listened to us about the mid-range jump shot.
Thank you. I think they'd have plenty of success instead of driving in as much as they do. That is Peyton Moore who had the basketball. Now Dellinger out front, guarded by Acacia Tonette. Here's a little screen underneath and the turn, and we've got a traveling call against the Ravens. That was Peyton Moore, the freshman, who ends up traveling with the basketball. So now the Quakers will get it back. Live stats throughout the entire day on GoEarlham.com. Quaker basketball. Here's McFarland for three. Good. Boy, when she is on, she is a force, and there are days where it just doesn't go down for her, but she can be a mismatch for other defenses.
I think in a big game like today, they're going to need every bit of her outside shooting.
Here is the drive and the block shot as coming up empty, Cameron White. Ball will go out of bounds, and we will stay right here. 8:27 remaining in the opening period of play. Tonette will inbound. By the way, Acacia played all 40 minutes against Bluffton the other night, the only player that played all 40 minutes. Bowling with the basketball, Tonette at the top. Here's McFarland again at the elbow. 12 on the shot clock. Bowling, eyes and fires and hits another one. And the Quakers off to a great start in this one, ahead 8-0.
So far, good shooting percentage, looking good for the Quakers.
Boy, Earlham again, they got to go back to that second half when they shot 60%. They probably looked at that film and said, you know what, we see something we can do consistently as the Ravens turn it over again. And so a change in the lineup already, as coming out of the ball game will be Tatum Manier. Went to Delphi High School.
And we see Anderson coming out making a point that they're really trying to get the ball inside the post to their bigs.
Here's McFarland once again. Zoe Curtis is going to get fouled from behind. And that foul against Hannah Hawkins. Out of Fairmount, Indiana, the home of James Dean. In case you didn't know him, do you know who James Dean is?
Nope.
You youngsters. You're all alike. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Here's Zoe with the right hand. Didn't really get a good look at the basket. And it'll be Raven basketball, and then they turn it over again. Cameron now one-on-one to the rim, missed it. Bowling gets it back, and a foul on the Ravens. They got sloppy with it and turned it over, and that foul will go against Dellinger. Boy, the Ravens just kind of seem like they're out of sync right here.
Or Earlham has just come out very strong in support of Melissa Johnson, playing inspirational basketball today.
There's a good crowd here today as well. That shot inside off the inbound by Cameron White. It's a 10-0 lead for the Quakers here in the first quarter. Across the timeline, it'll be Dellinger. Hackler works it around the perimeter, 17 on the shot clock. Well, there was a pass up on the mid-range jumper, but they go inside to Hawkins, and there's your first 2 points. They went nearly 3 minutes without scoring. Quaker basketball. Bowling once again to Tonette. Entry pass to Curtis. Ball loose, picked up by Cameron White. 15 on the shot clock, and Bowling will reset it. High screen McFarland. Bowling, nice pass, and the layup good, and we've got a foul. That's a great pass by Bowling. You couldn't have laid that out there any better for Zoe Curtis.
Today, the Earlham Quakers, their execution has just been at another level than we've seen the past few games.
I'm going to ask you, it feels like, right, at least at this point, they're more under control than we have seen them.
So far, yes. They have played no out-of-control basketball, very organized on offense, getting passes, and they're getting all the great shots that they can ask for.
So the Quakers now lead it by 11 here in the first quarter. Dellinger now with the basketball as the Ravens still look a little discombobulated as another turnover. And Earlham's going to get it back again. That is now the fourth turnover by the Ravens. Into the ball game now will be Amy Wiesner. Wiesner out of Columbus North High School. And so the Quakers a chance to build on an 11-point lead. Bowling now to Spears. Boy, Spears can be really dangerous from the outside. Ravens know that. Quakers will attack inside again. Zoe missed it. Able to get the offensive rebound, put back short. And the rebound by Menier. Here come the Ravens in transition. Quakers get back quickly on defense. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Dellinger throwing underneath, and the layup good as Menier able to sneak behind the defender. Hams back to a 9-point lead. Quaker basketball. Here's Bowling getting the screen. Bowling fires and misses. Not a bad look that time as the ball will be tipped. The Ravens will come away with it. Here's Dellinger once again. Dellinger gets it across the timeline. Quakers defending again in the man-to-man. Dellinger with a right-hand drive. The kick out, turnover, steal by Wiesner. It hits the official twice and then knocked out of bounds by Wiesner. Sometimes that official can benefit you a lot, can't he?
He almost did at that moment.
But that's another turnover by the Ravens. Quakers will see Rosie Newhart check into the ball game as we're under the 5:30 mark here in the first period of play. 9-point lead. Spears fronting Peyton Moore underneath. Moore so big and strong. That's a tough guard. Shot in the corners, no good by Hannah Alt, who is checked into the lineup. Quakers quickly back the other way. Here's Wiesner on the drive in the land of the Giants, and she's going to draw the foul. Well, Wiesner playing well early, giving the Quakers a spark.
Whole team has just come out with a different kind of spark than we've seen.
We, I do believe, have a media timeout. We will take a break as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top of the Ravens, 13-4.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Back here at the Athletics and Wellness Center, and as we mentioned right before the break, I don't think Earlham could have asked for a better start to this one. Up by 9, they opened up a 10-point lead early and continue now to put pressure back on the Ravens. Wiesner at the line. We said a little bit ago, this is just kind of a different feel for the Quakers. They're playing with a lot of confidence today. They're not turning the ball over. In fact, only one turnover so far. As the Ravens, there's a near turnover right there as Menier drug that pivot foot, no whistle. So Ravens back in the half court. The screen and roll, nothing. Good defense again by Earlham. 13 on the shot clock. Drive baseline, shot short, and coming away with it, Newhart. Quakers defense playing well again. Wiesner crossed the timeline. Here, Spears, the three-pointer, no. Kind of gave that a little bit of a thought before she shot it. If she'd have probably released it first, she had a better chance. Entry pass down low. Shot short again by Moore as Moore got a little turned around near the basket. Quakers still lead this one here in the first quarters. We have a whistle and a foul called away from the basket. That's going to go against, I think that's Menier once again.
Actually, Heckler.
They get Heckler?
Yeah.
So Heckler will pick up the foul. Here's Bowling at the line. And the free throw is short. Last time we were here against Bluffton, the two teams, Earlham and Bluffton, barely. Well, in fact, neither one got to 10 points in the first quarter. That was a really slow start, so a better start for the Quakers in this one.
Well, just like we said against Bluffton, that they took care of business against Bluffton, but if they were going to beat Anderson at home, they'd have to raise their level of play, and so far they have risen to the challenge.
They certainly have, as the Ravens will attack and get the basket and go to the free throw line. Hackler, the 5'8 junior out of New Pal High School.
See, I thought right there the help defense should have stepped out and met Hackler before she got into the paint.
Yeah, most of the time you see that, it comes back to the drive, and if you can stop the drive, you're going to stop a lot of unnecessary fouling going on.
Well, I thought so far Earlham has done a great job of taking Anderson out their game. Anderson wants to get the ball inside the post as much as possible, and Earlham's done a great job of preventing inside post gains and easy passes to the post, and it's sort of thrown Anderson off their game a little bit.
Wiesner off the screen. Here's McFarland for three. Good, and she hits another one. Well, he took her time, didn't rush it, got her feet set, got her square to the basket, and another three-pointer.
Those are always the most successful shots.
Dellinger with a high screen. Ravens now down by 12. So far, just 7 points here in the opening period of play. That shot up and good. That'll be a 2-point basket as Hackler able to score there for the Ravens. We're under the 3-minute mark now here in the first quarter. Tanette looking inside. Here's Newhart, and she ended up a little bunny hop down low for the travel. And Newhart will come out. You know, we talked about that the last time, but we still don't see a lot of the post players do that where they chin and look first.
No, they catch the ball and they want to immediately attack. And sometimes I understand that, but sometimes I also think don't always attack because you make yourself a lot more predictable that way. Yeah. Catch yourself, look, and your guards are on fire from the perimeter, so let's get you have more options than just attacking all the time. Ravens,
again, will attack underneath. Well, the one thing about it is if you have a feel for that player where she is, you can go ahead and attack. But if you really don't know where she's guarding you, that's why you catch and look.
I mean, in this situation, if I'm Coach Watson, I would tell Zoe, if you catch it and you got 34 Hannah Hawkins on you, I would attack her because she's already got 2 fouls. And if we pick up the third one, who knows? She may not come back in for the second half, and she's 6'2", so you get the big player out the game for the rest of the half, and you take advantage of that.
Well, if I'm the Ravens, I feel pretty good right now. As poorly of a start that they had, they've outscored the Quakers now 11-9 since it was a 10-0 start. Here's Tanette at the top. McFarland now to White. Here's Bowling for three. That's no good. White went for the rebound. Tanette sneaks in there and takes it away.
Tanette, one of the smallest players on the court, but she grabs more offensive rebounds than some of the biggest players on the court.
All about wanting that basketball. Here's White, little floater, no. White gets it back inside to Tanette. Coming from out of bounds will be Cameron to get it. So the Quakers will get it back in another fresh 30. That's another situation where you'd like to see Cameron pull up and get her shoulder square and just instead of throwing it up there. Nice pass to Zoe, and there is another big foul there on the Ravens, and a great pass by Bowling. Boy, Bowling's done that a couple of times. Foul's going to be called on Allie Amon out of Alexandria Monroe High School.
And it's the way Bowling has done it, it's a great way to get Zoe involved, because when Zoe catches it on the post, she's going to have to alter her game a little bit today instead of just immediately going over the shoulder with people taller than her today. So it's a great way to get her rhythm going and allow her to get more involved into the ball game.
So now a 10-point lead into the ball game. Kristen Dubois out of Oak Hill High School. So Ravens down in this one. Here in the first quarter by 10. Three-pointers up and good. And, boy, they needed that one from Dellinger. Back to a 7-point lead. The drive by Bowling. Her shot is good.
I like the aggressiveness.
Boy, the Quakers are shooting what now? Boy, that only says 44%. You'd think it'd be higher. Here's a three. Dellinger again gets it. And we're trading threes in a now what would be considered a very high-scoring first period. Here's Bowling off the screen from McFarland. Zoe, and I think she traveled with it.
Yeah, she did.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, she comes through and gets herself set, give a shot fake, get that defender in the air. Why? You know what? Why don't? No, we talked about this earlier. A lot of players don't do the Dan Issel shot fake. You know, get those, get that really,
up and under.
Yeah, get that exaggeration and get them in the air.
And get that foul call.
40 seconds remaining here in the first. The drive down the lane. That shot's going to be missed as Mariah Clemens in the ball game. And then a three again by Dellinger. And it's a three-point ball game. And we're down to our final 20-plus seconds to go.
Dellinger is just on fire from beyond the arc.
Shot clock is off. Quakers have 15. Here's McFarland. And now the three the other way, no good, as that one missed by Bowling.
Stop ball.
4 seconds remaining in the lane, and a whistle with just over 1 second to go, and that's a turnover for the Ravens.
I think we're in for a thrilling ball game today.
Right now, again, I really like where I'm at. If I am the Ravens, as White will fire and miss. That will do it for the first quarter, but we have gone up and down the floor. The Quakers got the early lead. The Ravens coming back strong. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Earlham leading Anderson 23-20.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Welcome back to the Athletic Wellness Center. Earlham College women's basketball. Starting the second quarter. Acacia Tenet at the top of the wing will pass to Zoe Curtis. Zoe Curtis missed the layup but gets her own rebound, and she will put it back. 25-20, 9:44 left in the second quarter. We have a travel by the Ravens, number 12, Christian Dubois. Ball goes right back to the Quakers. So we're not hearing anybody else on this. Acacia, top of the key, will throw it to Kayla Bowling. Michaela Farland at the top. She will hit Cameron White coming off the wing. Looking for Zoe down in the post. She will set the screen for Bowling. Comes off to Cameron White. They finally get Zoe in the post. She will go to work over the left shoulder, and another bucket for Zoe Curtis as she's starting to get more involved into the ball game. Anderson breaks the press. Dubois at the top. She will give it to Lexi. Dubois will take the three for the Ravens, and another three ball for the Anderson Ravens. And they are just on fire from behind the three-point line. White coming off the screen, set by McFarland. Looking to go back to Zoe. Pass it off to Kayla. Cameron White at the top. They will go back to Zoe in the post, backs down. This time, she gets her shot blocked by 32, Tatum Minear. Dellinger will bring it up for the Ravens. She'll pull the three, and it is off the mark. Rebound by Bowling. She will attack, bring it back out, find White, who dribbles into traffic, throws up a wild shot, and it is off the mark. Rebound by Manier. But another turnover for the Ravens to get the ball back to the Quakers. And we have a few substitutions. Kendall Spears will come in for Michaela Farland for the Quakers. Manier will come out for number 34, Hannah Hawkins. And Du Bois will check out as well for number 24, Peyton Moore. Cameron White will hit Spears. She will dribble over, thought about the three-point shot, but it's off the mark. Spears at the top. She finds Cameron White looking to go back to Zoe Curtis. They get it to her, but dribbles it off a foot. And turnover, Earlham College. Ball goes back to Anderson. 7:54 left in the second quarter. Earlham with the 4-point lead. Earlham brings out their full court press, and we've seen it affect many teams. This time it does not affect Anderson. May have gotten away with a travel right there. Number 11, Mariah Clemens at the top. We'll find Hawkins. Getting up on Dellinger. She looks for Hawkins. Down low, great catch. And we got a jump ball between Hawkins and Zoe. Possession arrow will go back to Anderson. And they will have the ball out of bounds just under their basket. Dellinger will inbound it. She finds Moore, but gets it stolen by Kayla Bowling. And she's on the attack. Spin move and misses the layup. Rebound by Hawkins of Anderson. Dellinger looks to push. She attacks, drives, may have gotten away with a travel, passes back out to Clemens. They are looking for Moore down in the post, but couldn't get it to her, but they get it to Hawkins. She will go over the top of Zoe and hits the layup. And that's where we see the 4-inch advantage that Hawkins has over Zoe come into play. Spears at the top. Finds Acacia. They're trying to go back to Zoe. Tough pass to Acacia. Turned over. Stolen by Hawkins. 6:43 left in the second period. Anderson down 2. Nearly another turnover for the Ravens, but Clemens is there to pick it up. She will drive. Finds number 10, Alt, in the corner, but she will pass it back out to Dellinger. Dellinger thought about the three. She's already hit 3 of them. Finds Hawkins at the top. Alt will shoot the 2-point shot. Will shoot an air ball, but rebound by Hawkins. But 1 second on the shot clock. But there is a travel before the shot clock expires. A couple of substitutions. Rosie Newhart will come in for Zoe Curtis. And number 32, Manier, will come in for Peyton Moore of Anderson. 6:16 left in the second quarter. 27-25. Acacia Tennette brings it just past half court. White on the wing will get the screen by Spears. She will drive. Misses off the front rim. Rebound, Rosie Newhart. She misses, but she gets fouled. She will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Foul is on 32, Tatum Minear. Rosie will go to the free throw line, and she makes the first one. And we just see the back and forth ball game between Anderson and Earlham. More substitutions. Dellinger and Clemens comes out for Anderson. Moore will come back in for Hawkins. Du Bois brings it up for Anderson. Earlham full court press. Hasn't caused much problems for Anderson so far. Anderson at the top. Finds Peyton Moore. They will throw it to Alt. She will drive baseline and get the easy layup. Earlham's lead is cut back to 2. Acacia Tennette will bring it up. Finds Kendall Spears at the top. Looking for Wiesner. She comes off the screen. They're looking for Rosie in the post, but unable to get it to her. Bowling comes off the screen, set by Newhart. Kendall Spears comes off the screen, set by Bowling. Bowling at the top for a wide open 3, and it is off the mark. Rebound will go to Anderson, number 12, Kristen Du Bois. She will bring it up for Anderson. They find Peyton Moore, and then they'll give it to Hackler. Going the back and forth offense. Alt will drive again, but this time get tangled up with Acacia, who causes the jump ball, and possession arrow goes to Earlham. Half second quarter is over, 5 minutes to go, 29-27. Acacia will bring it up for the Quakers, and we've seen a more slow pace in the second quarter. Both teams scoring at will in the first quarter, but not so much in the second quarter. Both teams cooled off a little bit, but still a very good and close ball game. We'll see if the last 5 minutes can provide us with a little more scoring. Balling at the top, receives a screen from Spears. Spears, we have a 3-second violation on Rosie Newhart, and a timeout by the Earlham Quakers, 29-27 on the Leslie Bates Wealth Management and scoreboard, and we will be right back.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
Welcome back to the Athletic Wellness Center, Earlham College women's basketball. Earlham has a 2-point lead, 29-27, with 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Earlham will have the basketball. Anderson finishing their timeout. We've seen, as I said a few minutes ago, just a more slowed down pace in the second quarter, not as much scoring. Earlham has 0-5 in their last field goals, hasn't scored in 4.5 minutes. Or hasn't hit a field goal in 4.5 minutes, a couple of free throws. Anderson will bring it up. Alt in the corner, finds Dellinger as she checks in back into the ball game. She finds Hackler on the wing. They go back side to side. Minear with the post catch and the layup, good for the Ravens as they have now tied the ball game up. Anderson once found themselves down by 12 early in the first quarter, but have clawed their way back, and we have a tie ball game. Wiesner in the corner. She comes off the screen. She will drive, but good defense by Hackler. Cameron White at the top, they find Acacia, looking to go into Newhart, but good post defense by Peyton Moore. Spears at the top, she will take a step back three-pointer and somehow gets it to fall with a lucky bounce, and that puts Earlham back up 3 with 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. A steal by Acacia to net. They find White on the drive. She nearly turns it over. They give it back to Acacia. They set up their offense. Wiesner on the corner. They find Acacia. White in the corner. She will come off the screen set by Rosie and pass it back out to Wiesner. Rosie will go on the post move and miss the layup. Rebound by Peyton Moore. Anderson brings it up, all in the corner. Tries to find Minear in the post, but ends up being a turnover for the Ravens, and that will be the Ravens' 13th turnover in the first half. White with the pull-up jump shot, tries to bank it, but it is no good. Rebound by Alt of the Ravens, and Dellinger will bring it up for the Ravens. She hits Alt on the wing, looking for Minear. Hackler on the wing. Dellinger thought about the three-point shot, but she will she will take the three actually, and off short. Rebound by Kendall Spears. She brings it up for the Quakers. Finds Acacia. And Earlham will set up their half-court offense. Looking for Rosie. Good pass by Acacia and a good finish by Newhart. Earlham increases their lead by 5, 34-29, with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. And another turnover by the Ravens. Traveled by number 32, Minear. And a couple of substitutions for the Quakers. Acacia to net and Rosie Newhart will come out. Zoe Curtis and Kayla Bowling will check back in. And for the Ravens, Peyton Moore will check out, and number 11, Mariah Clemens, will check back in. Just under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Bowling will drive, will miss the layup, rebound by Hawkins of the Ravens. And Dellinger will bring it up. Kayla Bowling picking up full court. Hackler on the wing, gets the screen by Minear. Looking to go into Minear. She has a size advantage on Cameron White, but she will travel. And that will be another turnover for the Ravens, and that is their 15th turnover in the first half. Cameron White brings it up for the Quakers, setting up their half-court offense. Spears at the top. They find Zoe. Bowling will drive baseline. Finds Wiesner, nearly a turnover, but recovered by Spears. And a two-point jump shot, good by Kendall Spears. And as we see Earlham full court press, nearly caused another turnover. Minear brought it up for the Ravens. They find Dellinger. Full court pressure by Kayla Bowling. She will drive, get it blocked by Zoe. And another jump ball. Possession arrow to Anderson. 43 seconds left in the second quarter. 36-29. Hawkins catches the inbound pass. Clemens will drive baseline. She will try to bank the shot, but off the mark. Cameron White will bring it up. Earlham may get the final shot in the first half. Bowling back in, back out. She will run some time off the clock. She will drive, misses the layup, rebound by Hawkins. 14 seconds to go in the second quarter. Dellinger gets stripped by Bowling. 7 seconds to go. Spears will fire the three-point shot, misses. Rebound by Zoe. She will miss the layup, and that will end the second quarter, 36-29. Earlham has a 7-point lead on the Westie Bates Wealth Management and Scoreboard, and we will be right back.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities. Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason. Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com.
Welcome back to the Athletic Wellness Center, Earlham College women's basketball. Melissa Johnson getting honored in the first half of the women's basketball game, as she has been battling through so much these past few years. And it's just a great scene that the entire crowd gives Melissa Johnson a standing ovation for the fight that she has been giving the past couple of years. And we're going to go through the first half stats. Earlham has 36-29 lead. Like we said earlier, a slowed down second quarter as Anderson only scored 9. Earlham College scored 23. Anderson shooting much better than the Quakers. Anderson 48%, Earlham at 35%. Anderson shooting 57% from the three-point line, 4 of 7, while Earlham is shooting 40%, 4 of 10. The big story in the first half is Anderson has 16 turnovers compared to Earlham 6. Rebounds are almost even. Anderson 18, Earlham 16. Earlham has 4 more offensive rebounds than the Ravens, 8-4. Going to go down the scoring chart. Dellinger has 9 points for the Ravens on 3 3-point shots. Hackler has 5. Minear has 4. Alt has 4. Du Bois has 3. And Hawkins has 4. And for the Quakers, Wiesner has 2. White has 2. Bowling has 8. Spears has 5. Curtis has 9. McFarland has 6. And Newhart with 4. I'm going to give you scoring updates of college basketball on this Saturday. West Virginia will take on number 1 Tennessee in men's basketball at 4 o'clock. Georgia and Duke have started. Duke up 50-42 with 8 minutes to go in the second half. Number 3 Virginia with a 30-15 lead over Notre Dame with 5:49 to go in the first half. At 6 o'clock, number 9 Kansas will play number 8 Kentucky. Syracuse will be at Virginia Tech. Marquette will be at Xavier. Illinois will be at Maryland. Arkansas at Texas Tech. Auburn at Mississippi State. Iowa State has a 13-point lead on number 20 Ole Miss, 73-60 with 6:50 to go in that game. Clemson will be at NC State University. Pittsburgh will be at Louisville, and LSU will be at Missouri. In women's college basketball, number 12 Texas is down 13 to Texas Tech, 33-20, with 5 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the second quarter. Later on in the day, Santa Clara will be at Gonzaga and Iowa State will be at Oklahoma. And that will end your first half stats. We will be back for the second half of the women's college basketball game.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
We got this.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
Greatest thing ever happened for Oscar Robertson. You learn to compete.
Basketball in Indiana has a special legacy. It starts with the coaches, develops with the fans, and ends with an amazing community support.
I think one of these days when you're done and you're retired and you kind of shelve that piece of your life, you can look back and be like, wow, that's really incredible.
To play in a state tournament, to be able to play in college, to be able to coach high school girls, and then to be able to see my son coach, basketball has been my life.
Any opportunity I got to play basketball, I played it. You know, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I love doing, and still today I love the game.
And every time Dad put me in, I think as a freshman, sophomore, there was booing. And then the exciting turnaround when I was a junior and senior, every time he took me out, he got booed. So those were fun times.
Basketball got me an education. Got me to be a worldly person as far as reading articles. Got me to be artistic and understand the cultures of the world, the ballet, the opera. It just opened up your whole mind and thoughts about things other than what you can reach out and touch.
Because I never dreamed of going to college, and basketball gave me the opportunity to not only go to college but play professional ball, and I've been around it my whole life. I'm 58 now, and I've been involved for a lot of years.
Where else
can you walk around? I'm a 65-year-old man, and people say, George, oh, I remember you in '69 with your high school state championship team. I saw you at Butler. I mean, it's incredible. This is the only place here in Indiana that happens.
Welcome back to the Athletic Wellness Center. Earlham College women's basketball, just a couple minutes away from the start of the second half. And as we said in pregame, this is a big day for the conference, as the conference is honoring Melissa Johnson, who, as we just said a few minutes ago, is battling just a lot of struggles, and the fight that she has shown has just been inspirational. And I want to give a special shout out to Melissa Johnson and Coach Johnson, Coach Nicholas Johnson, who was the football coach the past 4 years. And I had the pleasure of getting to play for Coach Johnson. You know, he recruited me here, and the fight that he showed himself by taking care of his family and also being a head football coach was just amazing. And I cherish the moments that I had with him. It was a lot of fun, and, you know, getting to know Coach Johnson and his family was just a special moment for me, and playing football inspired by his family was just a lot of fun, and it didn't even matter about the outcome. And just to see the conference and Earlham honor his family and his wife is just, it's a special to me and special to the college, and we appreciate Earlham for showing that kind of respect. We are 1 minute away from the start of the second half, and if I'm Earlham, I'm continuing to attack just like I did in the first half. I would drive, try to get Biggs in foul trouble. Hawkins and Moore have 2 fouls each. I would try to get them more in foul trouble. I would continue to trust my guards, perimeter shooting. And if I'm Anderson, I would definitely watch the turnovers, take care of the basketball, and would settle down on the offensive end and get my bigs more involved and just not rush as many shots as they did in the first half. But we are in for an exciting second half. Anderson down by 7. Earlham will start the second half with the basketball. The same starting fives for each team. We'll start the second half. And we have a clock issue that has been fixed, and Earlham will start the second half. Acacia finds Zoe Curtis. She will attack Hawkins. Misses the layup. Rebound by Peyton Moore. And Dellinger will bring it up for the Ravens. Minear at the top finds Peyton Moore. She will drive, but good defense by Cameron White. Hackler comes off the screen by Hawkins, looking to go inside, but good defense by Zoe Curtis. Dellinger with the drive. She will miss the shot. Rebound by Kayla Bowling. Bowling will bring it up. She will pull it back out. Find McFarland. White on the wing. She will drive. Acacia thought about the 3, but she will travel. A turnover by the Quakers. Quick turnover by the Quakers. Ball goes back to the Ravens. Hackler will bring it up. Pass it back to Dellinger. Dellinger at the top, setting up the Raven half-court offense. Hackler on the wing. They're looking to go inside to Peyton Morris, try to go McFarland, and she will get caught for the travel. So both teams have turned the ball over one time in the second half. 8:55 remaining in the third quarter, 36-29. Acacia Tenet will bring it up. Bowling on the wing. McFarland at the top, but we'll find White. She will drive baseline and shoot the floater. She will miss. Rebound by Hawkins. Dellinger pushes it up, finds Hackler. Looking for Peyton Moore inside, but she will double dribble. Turnover by Anderson, back-to-back turnovers, and still a minute and a half into this third quarter, and no team has yet to score. Both teams come out a little sloppy. I think going back to the first quarter, both teams were organized. And another turnover by the Quakers, so each team has turned it over 2 times in the third quarter. Sloppy basketball by both teams to start the second half. Earlham will bring out the full-court press, but they will retreat, set up their half-court defense. Dellinger at the top for the Ravens. She will come off the screen by Moore. Minear passes it back to Moore at the top. She will drive and get stripped by McFarland. Good steal by the Quakers. McFarland brings it up, and Acacia will set up the Earlham offense. McFarland with the drive, but gets blocked by Minear. Hawkins with the block and the rebound, and Anderson will bring it back up. So we are 2 minutes into the third quarter, and neither team has yet to score. I think the second half we have seen a little bit more of a defensive battle compared to the first half when it was a lot of scoring. And a foul on the Quakers. McFarland will step out for Kendall Spears. Anderson will have the ball side out of bounds. Hackler will inbound. Dellinger will receive. Kayla Bowling applying a lot of pressure. She will drive, but another foul on the Quakers. Foul will go on Kayla Bowling, and that will be her first personal foul of the game. Anderson will have it under their basket. Dellinger will inbound. She finds Minear. She will try to take Kendall Spears. Turnaround jump shot is good, and we have our first points in the second half. Minear with the 2. White at the top finds Kendall Spears. Bowling thought about the 3, but she will pull it back out. Earlham running their half-court offense. They find Zoe Curtis inside. She will go back to the left shoulder, and she scores. So 38-31 with 7:20 remaining in the third quarter. Dellinger will bring it up for the Ravens, and I thought that was good offensive possession by the Quakers. Little sloppy to start out the second half, but they slowed it down. Got a good post shot by their Zoe Curtis. But then Peyton Moore comes back with the mid-range jump shot for the Ravens. And now we're starting to see the intensity pick up a little bit. Couple of buckets by the Ravens. Cuts the Earlham lead to 5. Bowling will drive. She will pull up for the floater, and she hits it. And we've seen good offense by both teams. They both settled down. And back-to-back buckets by the Quakers and by the Ravens. Hackler will bring it up. Finds Dedinger, and she will slow down the Ravens offense. She will drive on Cameron White. Finds Minear in the corner. She will drive and throws it over the head of Peyton Moore and goes out of bounds. So another turnover for the Ravens, and that will be turnover number 20 for the Ravens. And 20 turnovers with still over 16 minutes remaining in the ball game is not a recipe for success if you are Anderson. But you're only down 7, so you're not too panicked about how many turnovers. Earlham has the ball, half-court offense set up by Kayla Bowling. Acacia at the top. They're looking for Zoe, but good post-and-out defense by Hawkins. And a missed 3 by McFarland. Rebound by Cameron White. And she will miss the layup. Rebound by Hawkins of the Ravens. Dellinger brings it up. Looking to set up the Ravens' half-court offense. And the Ravens have been going inside all day. Good pass by Hackler to Moore. And she will finish the layup. And if I'm Earlham, Coach Watson, I would tell my help defender to help over a little more because every post pass we have seen today has been over the top. Kayla Bowling with the drive. She will miss the bank shot. And going back to what I was just saying, Anderson has yet to do a bounce pass post-entry. It's always been over the defender. So if I am Coach Watson, I would have my defender slide over a little more and prevent the over-the-top pass. Hawkins at the top. She will set the screen for Dellinger. She will fire the 3 ball off the mark. Rebound by Michaela McFarland. And a layup by Zoe Curtis. One of the rare transition baskets we have seen from the Quakers today. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Dellinger will find Alt, who nearly turns it over, but recovered by Hackler. Alt trying to look for Hawkins inside, but will go cross court to Dellinger. She gets her three-point shot blocked by Cameron White. Rebound by Zoe Curtis, and the Quakers will bring it up 8 with 4.5 minutes to go. McFarland will fire the three-point shot, and she will hit nothing but net. And that increases the Quaker lead to 10. 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and McFarland has now hit her third three-pointer of the game, 3 of 4. And with her shooting ability, it's just been able to spread the floor for the Quakers, which has been allowing driving lanes for Cameron White and Kayla Bowling. Dellinger will take White, but pass it back out to Peyton Moore. She thought about the three-pointer, but she will drive on McFarland. McFarland knocks it out of her hand, and the ball bounces off Moore's leg. Turnover by Anderson. And we have a media timeout. Earlham up 45-35 with 4:07 to go on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, and we will be right back.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Welcome back to the Athletic Wellness Center, Earlham College women's basketball. Earlham with the 10-point lead, 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Wiesner on the wing will look for Zoe Curtis inside, and Zoe will travel with the basketball, and that will turn the ball over for the Quakers. And that will be Earlham's 9th turnover in the ball game. Earlham will come out with the full court press. And Anderson hasn't had too many problems breaking the Earlham press, as we've seen a lot of teams that have come in have struggled with Earlham's full court press. Alt on the wing, guarded by McFarland. Clemens, who just checked into the game, will drive. Alt will shoot the three-pointer off the mark. Rebound by Clemens. Alt will shoot the mid-range jump shot, and it is good for the Ravens. Ravens cut Earlham's lead to 8. Acacia brings it up, finds Wiesner on the wing. McFarland at the top. Bowling will come off the screen, and Earlham will turn it over to the Ravens. And that is Earlham's 10th turnover. Full court press by Earlham. Alt will bring it up for the Ravens. Picked up by Kayla Bowling. Dedinger at the top, looking to set up the Ravens offense. And we saw Dedinger hit those 3 threes in the first corner, but the Quakers have done a great job of limiting her to 0 points since then. Du Bois will drive. Alt on the wing. They're looking for Minear down in the post, but Zoe Curtis blocks it. Rebound by Wiesner, and we have seen substantial post defense by Zoe on players that are a lot bigger than she is. Wiesner drives baseline and gets fouled by the Ravens. Foul will go on number 32, Minear, and that will be her second personal. Wiesner goes to the free throw line, trying to put the lead back to double digits for the Quakers, and she hits the first one. And we got substitutions by both teams. McFarland and Curtis and Bowling will come out for the Quakers. White, Newhart, and Spears will come in. And for the Ravens, Minear and Dellinger will come out, and Hackler and Hawkins will come back in for the Ravens. Wiesner misses the second free throw, rebound by the Ravens. Du Bois brings it up, finds Alt on the wing. Anderson setting up their half-court offense. Hackler on the wing. They're looking for Clemens on the inside, but good posting out by Cameron White. Alt off the screen. She will pull up for the mid-range jump shot, and it is off the mark. Rebound by Acacia Tenet. And Acacia, one of the smallest ones on the court, but she gets more rebounds than players 6 foot and above. White will take the wing, and she will get fouled by Hawkins, I believe. She will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Foul will actually be on number 12, Du Bois, and that will be her first personal. And we've seen excellent transition game in the third quarter by the Quakers. They're doing a very good job of getting the ball past half court and attacking when the Ravens haven't set up their half court defense. Peyton Moore will come into the game for Alt for the Ravens. Cameron White hit the first free throw to increase the lead to 10. And she misses the second free throw. Rebound by Peyton Moore. Du Bois will bring it up for the Ravens. Set up the Ravens half-court offense, and we've seen a good job of the Quaker defense not allowing drives by the Anderson Ravens. Doing a very good job of preventing easy layups, and coming into today, we've seen quite a bit of times where the Quaker defense has collapsed and teams got easy drives coming off screens, but Coach Washington has done a very good job of beefing up her defense to not allow Anderson to get whatever they want. We have a foul by the Quakers, number 15, Kendall Spears. That will be her first personal. 1:46 remaining in the third quarter. Earlham with the 10-point lead. Du Bois in the corner. She will drive. Will try a floater over Wiesner, but she gets blocked. Wiesner brings it up. They're looking for Newhart, but they weren't able to get it to her. White on the wing will receive a screen by Spears. She will drive. Wiesner will go baseline on Clemens. She will shoot the layup, and it is off the mark. Rebound by Hawkins, but she immediately travels with it, and another turnover by the Ravens. That is the 22nd turnover by the Ravens compared to only 10 by the Quakers, and I think that's been the difference in the ballgame. And Earlham has had 11 points off those turnovers, and Anderson is down 10. Off the inbound pass, Kendall Spears with the 2. 12-point lead for the Quakers, 1:15 left in the third quarter. And we've seen Earlham just really execute very well on the offensive end. Peyton Moore will receive the post pass, and she will miss the layup. Everybody in the building thought that was going in. Cameron White receives the full court pass from Acacia. She will find Spears for the 3, and she will hit the 3. 15-point lead for the Quakers. The past couple of minutes, we've seen just solid execution by the Quakers to allow them to get this big lead, and great defense by the Quakers to prevent a lot of layups by the Ravens. Peyton Moore gets the post feed, and she will get fouled. Foul will be on number 35, Rosie Newhart. And going back to the Quaker offensive side, they have done a very good job this quarter of not playing sloppy basketball. It started off sloppy, but they bunkered down, and they have been executing very well on the offensive end. Cameron White will come out. Kayla Bowling will check in for her. Peyton Moore did hit the first free throw, cut the Earlham lead to 14. She misses the second free throw. Rebound by Rosie Newhart. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Earlham with a 14-point lead. Kayla Bowling brings it up, and they're going to run a little bit of clock, trying to take as much time off to prevent Anderson from having a really great look at the end. Bowling will come off the screen, thought about the mid-range. She finds Acacia. Goes back to Kayla Bowling for the wide-open 3, off the mark. She nearly gets her own rebound, but we will have a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Ravens. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Earlham will set up their full court press. Get it back to Heckler. 6 seconds left. She dribbles full court. Nearly a steal by Bowling, but knocks the ball out. Heckler will take a 30-footer, and it is off the mark. 52 to 38 at the end of the third quarter on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management and Scoreboard, and we will be right back.
At Earlham College, we don't see the world as a project.
We see it as our purpose.
We are always exploring.
Always collaborating.
Always focused on improving the world.
Earlham College.
Always moving forward. serious about getting involved. We have more than 60 student clubs with new ones starting every year. A variety of sports, plays and concerts, parties, trips to nearby cities. Interesting people from all over the world. Earlham College, always engaged.
30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
Earlham College women's basketball. Earlham starts the fourth quarter with the basketball with a 14-point lead. They go inside to Zoe Curtis. She misses the layup. Rebound by Minear of the Ravens. Dellinger will bring it up. Cameron White picks her up full court. Hackler thought about the three-point shot, but they go inside to Minear. She tries to shoot over Zoe, and Zoe will get called for the foul. Maybe had her hands low and swiped down, but I thought she had great post-position defense, but she will pick up the foul, and Minear will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. And Earlham has to do a good job this fourth quarter of staying consistent with their offense and consistent with their defense. They did that very well in the third quarter, and that allowed them to have a 14-point lead. And with the final quarter remains, if you stick to that level of consistency, you will have no problem closing out the game. Minear misses both free throws. Rebound by Zoe. Acacia will bring it up for the Quakers. Bowling comes off the screen by McFarland. Finds Zoe down low. Shoots over her left shoulder, but misses. Rebound by Alt of the Ravens. Dellinger brings it up. Looking inside for Peyton Morris. She does have the mismatch on Acacia. They get it to her. Acacia ends up fouling Moore before the shot. So Ravens will have it out of bounds under the basket. And I think we have a slight injury timeout to Cameron White. She might have got elbowed. And I think blood is coming out of her mouth, if I believe. Wiesner will check into the game for her, and we'll see if Cameron White is okay. Ravens will have the basketball out of bounds. 9-10 left in the game. Earlham still up 14. We have another foul on Wiesner as she gets caught pushing Peyton Moore. And Earlham picks up 3 fouls in the first minute of the fourth quarter, and that is not a good sign because you don't want Anderson to get into the free throw bonus with a lot of time in the fourth quarter. So we'll see how Earlham does without White. Hopefully she's okay. The Ravens get into Peyton Moore. She will take the mid-range jump shot, and she will miss everything. Out of bounds. Quaker ball. And if you're the Quakers, that's the kind of possession you will absolutely give Anderson. No movement and an air ball, you will take that all day. Nearly a turnover by the Quakers, but McFarland gets her ball back. They're looking for Zoe on the inside, but weren't able to get it to her. McFarland will drive. She will shoot the layup, and she will hit it. And McFarland has had such a great ball game. She has impacted on her defense and impacted the game with her scoring. She has now 11 points into the ball game. Minear will take Acacia down low. She did have the mismatch, and she will be successful. Still a 14-point lead for the Quakers. 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Bowling on the wing. She will come off the screen by McFarland. They're looking for Zoe. Zoe answers with an easy layup off a great post feed by Wiesner. 16-point lead by the Quakers, and we still see Earlham with their full court press. Dellinger brings it up, setting up the half-court offense by the Ravens. Peyton Moore, who has been effective for the Ravens, she will drive on McFarland and turns it over. And a couple of substitutions. Spears will come in for Wiesner for the Quakers. Minear will come out for Hawkins, and a timeout by Anderson. 56-40 with 7:47 to go on the Wesley Bath Welsh Management scoreboard, and we will be right back.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Welcome back to the Athletic Wellness Center, Earlham College women's basketball. 7 minutes and 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Earlham up 56-40, and they have done a very good job this second half of playing consistent basketball. They have really bunkered down on the defensive end. I can't remember the last time we saw a game with just 8 minutes to go and the opposing team has 40 points, and especially a high-scoring offense like Anderson. So they're doing a very great job on the defensive end, not allowing the size of Anderson to really take advantage of the Earlham defense. Zoe and Michaela McFarland have done a great job on the bigs, and the guards have done such a great job pressuring the guards to not allow easy post passes. Earlham will have the basketball. Anderson comes out with the press. They find Zoe. She hits Michaela McFarland, and she will score. And the foul. Foul by Anderson and one by McFarland, and that extends the Earlham lead to 18 with the chance to bring it to 19. And a beautiful example of how to break the press. No dribbling, passing, you find the open person, and nothing but success. Michaela misses the free throw. Rebound by Peyton Moore. Peyton Moore will find Hackler on the wing. And we have a foul by the Earlham Quakers. Foul will be on 21, Michaela McFarland. They inbound to Peyton Moore. She will drive on Zoe, and another foul. Foul will be on Zoe Curtis, and that now puts the Ravens in the bonus. Peyton Moore will get 2 free throws, and if you're Earlham, you don't like that you put the Ravens in the bonus with over 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Now every time you foul, they get free throws, and that also slows the game down. And if you're Earlham, that's the last thing you want, is the game to get slowed down. Peyton Moore hits the first free throw. She hits them both. 16-point lead by the Quakers. 7 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And another beautiful example of how to break the press, but just Earlham needs to find a way to finish that layup. It was a great pass by McFarland. Zoe just take it up strong and finish the layup. Dellinger misses the layup. Rebound by Hawkins. And I thought it was blocked, but the ref saw that Zoe Curtis hit the arm of Hawkins, and she will go to the free throw line, and Zoe Curtis picks up her third foul. And just like we said a few minutes ago, now Ravens are getting easy free throws, opportunities to cut into the lead. Hawkins misses the first one, and Rosie Newhart will check in for Zoe Curtis. Kendall Spears will check in for McFarland, and that's a good substitution by Watson. You want to buy a few minutes for Zoe so she doesn't foul out the game with a lot more time to remain. Hawkins gets set for the second free throw, and she hits it. So now Earlham lead cut to 15. Anderson still brings out the press, and ball hit out of bounds by Peyton Moore. Earlham will have it side out of bounds, and just make smart passes if you're the Quakers. Don't force it. Bowling will bring it up. She beats the press. She will drive to the basket, and she will get blocked by Hawkins. And Dellinger brings it back. She will take Acacia, and she gets called for the travel. So another turnover for the Ravens, and that makes it 24. Acacia will inbound to Cameron White. She dribbles past the press, but they're still trying to double team her at the top. Drive through, finds Kayla Bowling. She had a wide open 3 opportunity but chose not to shoot it. I like that decision right there. You get to set up your offense, run a little bit more clock. White will drive on Moore. She will take the layup, and that gets rejected out of bounds. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Earlham ball just under their basket. White will inbound. She finds Spears. Spears will fire the mid-range, and she will hit it. Another great bucket by Kendall Spears and another solid execution play by the Quakers. And they have just done such a phenomenal job executing today. Alt will shoot the corner 3 ball, and it is off. Rebound by Kayla Bowling. Now, if you're the Quakers, you don't have to rush. You've done a great job of executing your offense. So keep doing it. Cameron White comes off the screen by Spears. She will drive. Misses the layup. Rebound by Hawkins. And if you're Earlham, you don't mind that possession. You got the shot that you wanted. Just have to find a way to put the ball into the basket. Hackler on the wing. She will come off the screen. They find Peyton Moore. She will fire the 3 and in and out. Rebound by Rosie Newhart. Earlham looking to go transition. Doesn't have anything, so they will pull out. Bowling will drive, and another missed layup by the Quakers, but there is a foul. Foul will be on Rosie Newhart. No, foul is actually against the Ravens, number 34, Hawkins. Couple of substitution for the Ravens. Number 32, Minear will come in for Moore. Clemens will come in for Hackler. And Du Bois will come in for Hawkins. Hawkins picked up her 4th foul with that last foul. White inbounds it to Spears. She drives, pull-up jump shot, off the mark. Earlham gets their offensive rebound. Good hustle by Rosie Newhart. And a fresh shot clock for the Quakers. Good opportunity to run some more clock, run your offense. They go inside to Rosie, and she will be fouled by Minear. An excellent showing of offense and understanding possession, how much time, and to go inside to your big. Rosie will shoot 2 free throws. Minear picks up her 3rd foul. And if I'm Earlham, I'd keep pressing. Ravens have turned the ball over 24 times, so I'd keep putting the pressure on them. Keep playing great post defense. Don't allow them to get inside layups. And most importantly, do not foul. Do not slow the game down at any means. You want to keep the clock ticking and without getting more players into foul trouble. We still see the press. There is another foul by Kayla Bowling. Dellinger will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. And like I just said, that's the last thing you want if you're Earlham, is to have the clock stop and the Ravens an opportunity to catch up. Dellinger hits the first free throw. Cut the Earlham lead to 18. And hits both free throws, 17-point lead. And Dellinger will come out, and number 14, Caitlin Ansel, will check into the game for her first time. Anderson still bringing the full court press. Bowling finds Acacia, still looking to trap at the top. They go in the corner to Spears. She falls down, and she will get called for the travel. And turnover by the Quakers. That is turnover number 11. And we have a media timeout, 62-45, 4 minutes and 57 seconds left on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, and we will be right back.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Back to the Athletic Wellness Center, Earlham College women's basketball. Earlham has a 17-point lead, 4:57 remaining in the fourth quarter. Earlham has done such a terrific job executing on offense and playing great defense on Anderson, who came into the game with a size advantage over Earlham, but Earlham has done such a fantastic job of not allowing the bigs to take control of the paint. Earlham has done a great job of playing organized basketball. Hasn't been a lot of sloppy play by them. Only 11 turnovers compared to 24 by Anderson. Earlham will set up their full court press, and nearly a steal by the Quakers, but Du Bois was able to recover it. Du Bois drives on White, finds Ansel in the corner. She will drive, find Minear, and Minear misses the layup but does get fouled. Foul will go on Caleb Bowling. Minear will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. And, I know I'm repeating myself again, but Earlham cannot foul. You do not want the clock to stop, and the Ravens have an opportunity to trim the lead. Dellinger will check back in for Ansel. Minear hits the first free throw. 16-point lead for the Quakers. And expect Anderson to go back to their full court press on the made free throw, which she does. And Moore will come in for Clemens and set it right. Anderson sets up their full court press. And Earlham, they've beaten it a few times. Go back to the passing. That's the best way to beat it. Pass goes through Zoe's hands, and that will turn the ball over for the Quakers. And not what you want. 2 easy free throws and then a turnover. You're playing right into Anderson's hands by speeding the game up. You don't have to throw wild passes. Just make simple ones, and that's the best way to beat the press. Earlham back on defense. 15-point lead, 4:25 remaining. Dellinger comes off the screen, finds Minear. She will hit the layup, and now the lead is 13. They will go back to their full court press, and like I said earlier, Anderson cuts into the lead. Turnover by Earlham. Caleb Bowling gets caught traveling, and now Earlham has turned the ball over back-to-back times. They're going back to the sloppy play we once talked about. They're playing right into Anderson's hands. They're getting sped up by their press, which is forcing turnovers. And now all the momentum is heading towards Anderson's way. Yes, Earlham still has a 13-point lead, but you don't want a team to start clawing back into the game with all momentum and you don't get any chance at a basket. Du Bois ends up getting fouled by White. She will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. And another foul by the Quakers. Another opportunity for 2 points and no time cutting off the clock. If Du Bois hits these 2 free throws, 11-point game with 4 minutes to go, that's still so much time left. And she hits the first one. And she will hit the second one. So an 11-point ball game. Hawkins will check back in for Minear. Anderson going back to the press. Don't blame him. Back-to-back turnovers. If you're Earlham, don't rush. Just pass out of the press. If you see the double team coming back for you, pass it back out. If you got 2 players on you, somebody's open. Poling picks up her dribble. She will find Acacia. We're just under the 4-minute mark. White comes off the screen set by McFarland. They go inside to Zoe. Zoe gets fouled by Hawkins, and that will be Hawkins' 5th foul of the game. And that is a huge foul by the Anderson College Ravens because they have now lost their 6'2 freshman who has had more impact on the game defensive-wise than scoring-wise. Her size just made it very tough for Zoe to sometimes get shots over her, but Zoe will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Opportunity to get the lead back to 13. Minear will come in for Hawkins. And great example of Earlham going back to their offense, setting it up, getting passes back and forth, and you find Zoe inside, and she gets fouled. She does hit the first free throw. Back to a 12-point lead. And Earlham, if I'm Earlham, I still go back to my full court press. She hits the second one, 13-point lead, and as we see it, Earlham will go back to their press. Pass to Alt. They'll bring it back to Dellinger, and they will bring it up. And, again, if you're Earlham, worst thing you can do is foul. Do not foul. Play good defense. Don't let easy layups happen, though. Layup by Dellinger. 11-point lead. Timeout by Anderson, 64-53 with 3:35 to go into the ball game on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, and we will be right back.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top-flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Welcome back to the Athletic Wellness Center. 3:35 landing in the ball game. Earlham has an 11-point lead. They will bring it up. Anderson sets up their full court press. Nearly a turnover, but a foul by Ravens number 10, Alt. And the Ravens have put the Quakers into the bonus. So Cameron White will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Try to extend this lead. And if you're the Quakers, you have to, now it's a free throw battle. You up 12, 3.5 minutes to go. You're going to get fouled quite a bit. So you have to constantly make your free throws in order to close out the game. White hits both free throws. So that'll extend Earlham's lead to 13. And nearly a turnover by the Ravens, but the ref says last hit by White. 3:27 remaining in the game. Earlham still bringing out the full court press, and I like the aggressiveness by Coach Watson. Don't back off. You keep your pedal to the metal until the final buzzer on the clock says 0-0. And a foul will go on Acacia to net. Ref called her for reaching, and Alt will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. And again, if you're Earlham, you have to do everything in your power not to foul, because you're giving Alt and the Ravens easy points and the clock stops. And if you're Anderson, getting points with the ability to stop the clock is the best case scenario you can have. Alt goes 1 for 1. Missed the second one, made the first one. Rebound by Earlham. Just hitting 3 minutes to go into the game. Bowling will come off the screen set by McFarland. They'll go inside to Zoe. She puts a good move on Minear, and she hits the layup, increases the lead to 14. Again, you have a double-digit lead, 3 minutes to go. You have to play smart. Keep playing good defense and keep running your offense like you've been doing all game. Dellinger will shoot the floater, misses, rebound by Zoe Curtis. They will find Bowling. Anderson backs out from the press. And perfect time to don't rush the shot, run some clock, go back to Zoe. She has been killing the second half. And there will be a foul on the Ravens, number 12, Du Bois, and Acacia will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. And I will give so much credit to the Earlham team. I thought since the opening tip, they have come out with just so much energy and just a different level of focus. We haven't seen them execute this well, and we will have a timeout by Anderson. 69-54, 2:34 remaining in the fourth quarter on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, and we will be right back.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Welcome back to the Athletic Wellness Center. Earlham College women's basketball, 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the ball game. Earlham with a 15-point lead. Acacia to net, at the free throw line with the ability to extend it. And as I was saying before the timeout, I want to give Earlham a lot of credit. We haven't seen them execute this well in quite a while. And I thought the way that they settled down in the second half, they came out, had a few turnovers, played out of control, but they regathered themselves, gained control of their offense, and ever since then, their offense has been ran beautifully. And they have just done a very great job of being so organized and not being sloppy. Dellinger will get her shot blocked by Zoe. Ball will go back to the Ravens. And also, Earlham has done a great job on defense. I thought they didn't allow the bigs of Anderson to let them have free will down in the post. I thought McFarland and Zoe did a great job on the defensive battle. Peyton Moore will spin and shoot the layup. Good. 14-point lead for the Quakers. Cameron White thought about going to Zoe, finds Spears, and the ref will stop the game. I think we have a shot clock issue. Yeah, I think the shot clock didn't start in time, but going back, this is a perfect time for Earlham to run some clock, gain offensive control, do not turn the ball over, and just run your offense. I'd go back to Zoe, and Zoe has been having a well of a second half. I thought the first half, the size of Anderson got to her a little bit. Zoe is not used to playing girls that are bigger than her. So the first half, she adjusted to their size. Second half came out and has been killing Anderson with her footwork and her quickness. And I would run my offense through her these next couple of minutes. Hopefully draw some fouls, make some more free throws. But if you're Earlham, the most important thing on the defensive side is to not foul. You're up 14, 2:20 left to go. Keep playing solid defense and do not send Anderson to the free throw line. And we still have a clock issue. The refs are in a huddle discussing how much time to put on the shot clock. And again, this was a special game. Earlham and the conference, HCAC, was honoring Melissa Johnson, who is in the building, who has been watching her team play. She has been battling through so much in the past 4 years, and just want to give as much love and respect to her because the fight that she has been going through these past few years has just been inspirational. So much respect to Melissa Johnson and her family. The refs finally figure out what time to put back on the shot clock. Earlham inbounds it. Acacia on the wing. Goes back to Spears. She will drive baseline. She will shoot the layup. Off the mark. Rebound by Zoe. She shoots. She's off the mark. Rebound by Alt of Anderson. And Dellinger brings it up for the Ravens. They go inside to Minear, but Minear timed her jump. Ball goes over her, steal by Acacia. White gets leveled as she goes into the air and crashed into the padding on the rim. And I'm glad she got back up. She will go to the line for 2 shots, and that was a hard foul she took. That shows a lot of toughness that White brings to this team. She gets right back up, walks to the free throw line, and has opportunity to extend this lead. She hits the first free throw. And I say White hasn't had the best shooting game. She's only 1 for 11, but she just impacts the game on defense and just her hustle. She just never stops going 100%. And I think that's the engine for this team. They see how hard she goes, and that allows the other players to go just as hard as she does. Alt will shoot the tough layup. She will bank it off and cut the Earlham lead to 14. Anderson goes back to their full court press. But Earlham gets out of it. White shoots the layup off the mark. Rebound by Minear, and she will get fouled. And, again, one of the worst things you can have for Earlham. If you miss the shot, just get back on defense. Fouling a player 94 feet away from their basket is just the last thing you want to do, because now they get 2 free throws. You hit both of them at the 12-point game with 1:32 to go, and you don't have an opportunity to run off clock. 94 feet away, by the time they get to their side of the basket, that's at least 4 or 5 seconds off the clock. Minear hits the first free throw. One more shot from Minear. If she hits it, even if she misses, I expect Anderson to go back to their press. She hits it. So 12-point ball game, 1:32 left. Hackler will come in for Du Bois. Anderson does set up their full court press. And again, if you're Earlham, best way to beat the press is by passing, not dribbling. Bowling picks up her dribble, finds Acacia. She will dribble past Alt, finds Spears. They easily break the press. Back up to Acacia. And if I'm Earlham, run some time off the clock. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 1:15 left in the game. They're looking for Zoe, but good defense by Minear. White at the top. 7 seconds to go. She gets out of the double team, and she gets her shot blocked by Anderson. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. 1:06 on the fourth quarter. And Earlham's done a very good job of executing their out-of-bounds play. So we'll see if another opportunity right here. Spears catches it. Jump shot. Rolls in and out. Rebound by Minear. Dellinger pushes for the Ravens. We are under a minute. Dellinger picks up her dribble. Good defense by Bowling. White picks it, steals it, and dives on the floor. Timeout by Earlham Quakers with 49 seconds left. 72-60 on the Wesley Bates Wolf management and scoreboard, and we will be right back.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Welcome back to the Athletic Wellness Center, Earlham College women's basketball. Earlham with the 12-point lead, 49 seconds left, and we saw a great defensive sequence by Earlham. Cameron White tipped the basketball and dove onto the floor for the ball. And again, she's not a good shooting display, but that kind of hustle that she displays is just the type of player you love to coach if you're Coach Watson, and what drives this team. Kendall Spears gets fouled by number 12, Du Bois. She will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Fans, just want to give a quick shout-out to tomorrow night. There will be the Royal Rumble, WWE. And fans, if you want to come out and watch some wrestling, Royal Rumble is the place to go. Kendall Spears hits the first free throw, and she will hit the second free throw. 14-point lead for the Quakers. And finally, we see Earlham's press cause chaos for the Ravens as they throw a turnover on the inbounds pass. And 47 seconds left, up 14. That will pretty much be the ball game. All the Quakers have to do is just don't foul, don't turn it over, and just run some clock out. Cameron White will pass to Bowling at the top. And with this win, that will improve Earlham to 5-6 in the conference. That will drop Anderson to 5-7. So Earlham will move up to the 5th spot in the standings. And they will be at Manchester Monday for a chance to have a 3-game win streak. White with the step-back jump shot off the mark. Rebound by Minear. 17 seconds left. Down by 14. If I'm Earlham, just don't foul. Let them go. Dellinger misses the layup. Rebound by Minear. Du Bois will take the 3. Off the mark. Du Bois will rebound it, and the clock will expire. The 3-pointer will count. Earlham beats Anderson 74-63. And as I just said, Earlham will move past Anderson in the standings for 5th place, with a chance to catch Mount St. Joe on Monday, depending on how they did today against Manchester. And 74-63 on the Wesley Bates Wolf management and scoreboard, and we will be right back.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Welcome back to the Athletic Wellness Center. Just a quick post-game summary. Earlham takes the game 74-63 over the Anderson Ravens. As I said before, that improves Earlham to 5-6 in the conference, 7-11 overall in the season, and that will drop Anderson to 5-7 in the conference. So Earlham will jump them. Earlham next game will be next Wednesday at Transylvania. And Transylvania is the number 1 team in the conference at 10-1, so Earlham will have a big test on the road. Thought Earlham had an exceptional ball game on offense and defense, played well organized, and they did everything possible to keep their hopes alive in the playoffs. Like I said, they're in the 5th spot. So next time we see the Earlham Quakers women's team at home will be February 6th when they play Hanover. So I thank you very much for tuning in, and we will be back in 20 minutes to do the men's game.